In this video we take a detailed look at a 1930s J&E Hall. This lift was modernised in the 70s/80s and it was modernised with a single speed relay logic, meaning that despite the fact it was modernised, this lift still runs like it's completely original. That epic, characterful, single speed feel to it has not been changed. The lift car is completely original looking and is very interesting, and it's in an original cage lift shaft, and the buttons have been replaced with 70s/80s Dewhurst buttons. Let's start this video off by taking a ride in it.
That's the original.
At least it doesn't have VF drives.
Yeah. Yes, it's a J&E Hall. Yes.
As well as the 30s J&E Hall modded in the 70s passenger lift, there are also two abandoned 1930s J&E Hall dumb waiters. Let's take a look at them. And looking into the shaft, you can see the positioning switches of the dumb waiters. These lifts do not have a mechanical logic positioning device in the motor room. The shaft switches themselves are the positioning logic.
So 1920s J&E Hall used the old-fashioned way without a mechanical device. In fact, the floor switches themselves became part of a mechanical device. In Soviet Russia, they kept this system till pretty recent, but in England, this system was only used a very, very long time ago. It's like a very old technology. So if it's like it's below the floor, lift comes up, it goes to there, it means the lift's at the floor, then as the lift goes past it, pushes it there, and that's above the floor. So that's how it knows the position. So if the switch is there, it knows it's above the floor, press the button, it knows to go down. When it gets to there, it knows to stop, and when the lift goes past, it goes to there. Now if you press the button, it means it's below the floor, so the lift comes up. Very old-fashioned system. It does not require a mechanical positioner, because the switches themselves are the positioner. In the 1920s, they used sink pipe for water as their lift tracks. So weird. That lift track is literally, it's a copper pipe. The copper as a lift track. No, like, it's actually a lift track. A lift track is literally just a pipe. So that's how I used to as lift tracks back in the 20s.
Yeah, but is it art?
And now let's go up to the motor room, and we first take a look at one of the motor rooms of the two dumb waiters. And in this motor room we can see the original slate relay logic. This is the first time I've ever seen an original J&E Hall slate logic. So even though we don't get to see the original logic on the working passenger lift, we still get to see what the logic would have looked like.
It's still there. Before it modded, it looked like this. It's like before and after.
And now we go to the other one of the two abandoned dumb waiters.
There's another one, look at that. There's three of them, look. So that's the slates, but the slates are gone.
There's no cables on it.
There's another motor there. No, but look, there's another motor there. There's so much stuff. There's a motor there. Transformer. No, that is... How comes there's two dumb waiters? That's so
And now we go to the passenger lift.
Oh, that's the active lift.
But look at that, that's not slates.
No, it's been modded. It's been modded. Still old.
Have you got a key to it?
Photos. That's modernised in the 70s mod.
And now to the logic. This was replaced in the 70s/80s with another relay logic. Even though sadly it's not the original slate logic, it's still interesting and still in character with the lift. The relays in this logic are the standard style industrial relays, which is different from most lift logics which use specific manufacturers' relays for lift logics. So there's a bit of a more generic looking relay lift logic, but still very interesting. And this lift logic has a miniaturized mechanical floor selector positioning device.
It looks like miniaturised, doesn't it?
It's a baby floor selector.
Oh my precious baby!
Oh, this is how you grow a floor selector. You start off as baby ones, then you grow them into full size ones. So this is like a floor selector growing cabinet.
And now, let's surf this epic lift.
Good, I think.